guys, Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning into Love. I have another pick a card reading for you all. The question today is, can I handle the truth? What truth do I need to know right now to move forward? What truth have I been denying myself? So if you believe you're ready to handle the truth, this reading may resonate with you and may be for you. But as always, please trust yourself first. Listen to your higher self, your intuition, your own guidance above all else. And take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate, then the message isn't for you. So I just want to welcome you all here. Go ahead and choose between the 4 groups. I have group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So as you think about that for a moment, choose the group or groups that call to you immediately. And I just want to thank everyone for your time and energy, for coming to my channel and listening to these readings. I'm so grateful to all of you, all the new subscribers. And if you're new here and choose to subscribe, thank you. I feel so honored to be a messenger and to be able to deliver these messages for whomever they need to get to. So with that being said, you guys, let's get into it today. Let's see what truth we're ready to look at. And let's start with group number 1. I'll remove these here. My philosophy is the truth is always the best, because then we know what's going on and we can move forward, right? So good for you. If you guys chose group number 1, let's see what's going on with you all today. Are you ready for the truth? Okay, we've got the Emperor and the Page of Pentacles. Oh, this is beautiful. Eagle Communion. Change in direction from the angels. This is from Earth Magic, and this is from the Ascended Masters, the Power of Joy, Maitreya. Okay. Let me see here. Let me get these squared away here and just tune into them for a minute. Share with you what I am feeling here. I did not set up my thing properly. Okay, so give me just a moment here to look at your cards. Okay, so let's start with the Emperor card, because I kind of got 2 different things, but what I'm feeling is that, let's start with the Emperor here for you guys. So the truth of the matter is here that you are like starting a new creative or a new venture, a new something in your material world. And the Page of Pentacles is all about new beginnings and like creating a new beginning in the material world based on your authentic path, right? So what's really based on your values and morals, what's really important to you. So it's more than just material things. It's about creating a material world that is fulfilling, right? So the page is like beginning this venture. And I kind of feel like, you're more like embodying this Emperor energy. The Emperor he's the divine masculine. The Emperor he's the man. I mean, he is the complement to the Empress. He is the animus. He's the patriarch. He's the father figure of the deck. He has this long white beard here, which symbolizes experience and wisdom. And, he's been there, done that. He has experienced firsthand, like, the consequences of his own actions. Like, he's very wise when it comes to building a solid foundation. He represents like a solid, secure foundation for himself and his legacy, his family, his future. The reds and orange represent a lot of fire and passion, he is very determined. He has reached like intellectual heights, you know, he can see the bigger picture, and he knows how to rule his world, you know. His experience has been obtained through the world, and he's very serious and very like stern. He's very firm, but he's very fair. Whereas the Empress, his divine complement, she is very sensual and beautiful and connected to nature. And, you know, the two come together and create this balanced world. And so it's really beautiful actually to see this Page of Pentacles. Because to me, this feels like you are in a place right now in your life where you are embodying the Emperor. You know, you have defined your own values, your own morals, your own belief systems, and how you want to live. You know what you came here to do, to build this solid, secure foundation that is fulfilling on all levels, you know. And so it's about being, you know, taking on, as you are embodying this mature Emperor energy and really knowing how to create the solid foundation, it's time to embody this Page of Pentacles energy where you're like kind of like the novice, you know, again. But even though you've mastered one area of your life, you know, to have the Page is like, he's so enthusiastic and excited for this new venture, but he's very like calm, like he can see the long-term vision, you know. He moves slowly, he takes his time, like he enjoys learning about new things, and he enjoys, you know, having that kind of naive spirit to the challenges that maybe this specific path, you know, possesses. But with all the wisdom and all of the, you know, mistakes and lessons and obstacles and challenges that you've overcome, you've come to a place in your life where you know what you want, and you stand firm in that belief. You know, you hold the world in your hands. You hold the symbol of life here in your hands. You're on a solid throne. You know, this is like Aries energy, I believe. And it's, yeah, it's just very passionate, very, you know, good energy for life, for all the changes and obstacles. Like, you're not afraid of them. So that's what I'm kind of picking up on, that as far as like maybe the truth that you're not looking at is that there is this new, because like I see change in direction. So there is a new path waiting, like, or maybe you've begun this new path. And because the Page is, I mean, it's also about manifestation and, you know, your dreams manifesting in the material world. So there's a dream that you are seeing, you're visualizing, you're feeling, you know, you want to create. And this card, the Page of Pentacles, it's really encouraging you to put, you know, some clear plans in place to move forward with this vision that you're having. You know, stay focused on what's practical for you right now in realizing this dream, like to get it started, but start putting something in motion. Because this is, if you are having a vision of something new, a new path, a new career, a new something, then that's what this is telling you. And maybe you don't want to fully admit it, but you feel it. So let's read Eagle Communion from Earth Magic and see what guidance they want to offer you, because let's see, Eagle, it's a beautiful omen, you guys. This is a beautiful reading, you know, and sometimes there can be fear around starting a new path, especially, you know, if you're creating from this new mindset, you know. So Eagle Communion. Here the man and the eagle make contact through their eyes and spirits. The man has performed a ceremonial calling to Eagle Brother, who now comes to him as a familiar friend. It's an intimate relationship between human being and feathered being, one of both spirit and flesh. Yet it's ultimately this deep spiritual kinship that connects them, formed from their recognition of the sacredness of this bond. Eagle spirit is often associated with the highest and noblest, encouraging us to let our spirits soar. Through this communion, we know that we can touch the sky. We know that we can be more than just two-legged creatures clinging to the ground. We're intimately related to all of life on the planet, and it's through communing with any expression of life that we realize how vitally connected we all are. Whenever you experience a heartfelt communion with some physical expression of life, plant, animal, human, or anything else, it is only then that you can truly feel how your life force is similar to the life force that is all around you. It is only a matter of the differences in form. An essence is articulated into the physical world in a multitude of ways that is the same in everything and everyone, although it manifests in various shapes and characteristics. The essence is spirit, emanating from the core of all things. Communion with nature is essential for you now. Take some time to do an open-eyed meditation with any nearby animal or plant. Relax your body as much as possible, breathe consciously, and keep your attention on the life form you are communing with. After a few moments, you will notice a sense of the boundaries dissolving, a melding of the I and thou. You may even receive messages or impressions as you find yourself in the flow of unspoken communication. Oh my goodness, you guys. I concur. I'm with spirit on this. When I'm sitting out in nature, just from my own experience, and I'm really observing and tuning into the environment around me, you know, nature speaks to you in so many unexpected ways. Like, if you expect the unexpected, it's like something will happen or fly in front of your face, or you'll witness something and it will trigger a thought or an idea or an answer. And it is so wild. So right now, your spirit is telling you to, you know, there's some messages, there's some things coming your way that you, you know, go out and commune with your environment. It is really cool to do. I really like this reading for whoever this is. I really am enjoying this energy. So you've got a change in direction coming. Like, I feel lighter as I go with this reading, so maybe that will affirm something for you as well. I'm not sure, but the angels are saying change in direction. So let me pull the book out for this and read this to you. Okay. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcome you desire. This card signifies that you've had a change of heart that has altered the direction of your life in a positive way. Your old ways of living no longer interest you, and you find yourself avoiding friends and pastimes that previously attracted you. You desire a lifestyle and career that will better fit your new interests and passions. The angels are guiding you through this time of transition. The law of attraction ensures that you'll manifest wonderful new opportunities and relationships. Additional meanings: you're starting a new phase of your life. The birth of a new project is in the works. Pregnancy, birth, or the adoption of a child is possible. A new element in your life is a blessing, even if it doesn't make sense right now. Wowee. So, okay, so you know who you are. You are creating a beautiful, you are embarking on a beautiful new venture, and the truth is you are gonna rock it. Okay? The truth is you're gonna rock it. So I don't know, the fear, whatever fear you're feeling is false evidence appearing real. Because look, we got the power of joy. It's all about tuning into your joy to manifest what it is you truly, you know, want to live, what you're here to create, what you're here to share. And whatever it is you're doing here is your freaking joy, man. Okay, I'm gonna read this one to you. This is the energy I'm feeling from this reading, just so you know. Like, it's funny, I've noticed when I do readings, my energy, you know, I feel the reading. So it's funny, like, but it feels really good. So I'm really excited for you to begin this. Like, if it's you, I'd love to hear what, you know, happens for you if this resonates. Okay, so the power of joy. To find your desired outcome, follow the path of joy. Your life's purpose is supported by the joy and passion you feel when you're thinking about or working on your purpose. The joy that you feel within relationships keeps them alive, exciting, and growing. The joy that comes from your hobbies gives you extra energy. Of all the emotions, joy has the highest energy vibration. Joy has the power to remove all obstacles and attract all of your needs. Joy reminds us that we needn't suffer at all. We can fulfill our purpose, help ourselves and others, and heal through the power of joy. Additional meaning: stay positive and filled with faith to manifest your desires into reality. Find the humor in this situation, enjoy a good laugh, develop hobbies that bring you pleasure. To find your life's purpose, do what brings you joy. Maitreya, who's also called Hoitai, Laughing Buddha, and Lord Maitreya, is the familiar image of the smiling and rotund Buddha. His name means the loving one. He lived as a Buddhist monk who was renowned for his compassion and generosity. Some Buddhists believe that Maitreya is the future Buddha who will succeed Siddhartha Gautama as the next Buddha. Call upon Maitreya to increase your happiness and joy. Maybe get yourself a little Maitreya figure to remind you of your joy and keep following it, because that's you, like with your rainbow and your smile. I already feel it. That's why I'm just like, ooh, I'm feeling so good. So, I mean, the truth is that you're the man and you got this. So go talk to nature. Go check in with yourself and your joy, and, you know, get to rocking on this path. That's what my feeling is about this. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, I would so love to hear it, because sounds like you are about to do some really awesome things. And I just thank you for your time, your energy, for being here. Subscribe if you haven't. I would be honored to be your messenger. And if you're returning, thank you so, so much. I am just so grateful. It's just amazing. And I'm with you, sending love and walking this path. So I'll see you next time. Much love. We're going to move on to number 2, you guys. We're going to move on to number 2. That was a great first reading to start with. Okay, so for those of you that have chosen group number 2, what is the truth of the situation that I need to know? What is the truth I've been denying myself? Oh, 10 of Cups. Well, that's a beautiful card. The Knight of Cups reversed. Island Solitude. And this reading actually came out with 2 cards for Earth Magic. Interesting. We got Island Solitude and Cave Sanctuary. What do you desire from the angels? And Flow of Prosperity, Lakshmi. Okay, so I'm gonna just read these cards to you guys as I feel intuitively guided to read them to you. And I made like an oath, a promise to myself that no matter what the cards showed, I would deliver the truth of the message, that I wouldn't sugarcoat anything, that I would just deliver the truth, because sometimes, even though it's not what we want to hear, it's what we need to hear so that we can move forward, because the longer we avoid something, the more pain we are in. So I'm here to help people move out of pain and into pleasure. And so that's really what's inspired me to do this channel. And so before I get into your reading here, if you've chosen this group, I just want to tell you that you are amazing, and no matter what comes up in life, like, we walk this path because we've chosen it, and whatever obstacles, whatever relationships, whatever things come up that turn out to not be serving of who we are, like, those are the actual things that help us become aware of how strong we really are and what we came here to do. They help put us on the actual path of our alignment. And so it's like we're on the path the whole time. And right now, from what I'm seeing, is that the Ten of Cups represents like the ultimate fulfillment of like emotional satisfaction. This is, you know, this happy family with their children, and they have this beautiful fertile land. You know, they're dancing, they're like grateful for the blessings. They have a small home, but it's loving and it's filled with love, and the water is free flowing of emotions. You know, everyone's free to be who they really are, and they're all mutually together. You know, they live in harmony. This is like based on, you know, living the life and lifestyle, you know, that's in alignment with who we are, with the people who are in alignment with us, you know. And this is what you want, right? This is what you want, the Ten of Cups, with this just harmonious and balanced life where things flow and you feel creative and inspired and fulfilled on every level, you know, where things just flow effortlessly and you're inspired and you're challenged and excuse me, you're growing and expanding. The Knight of Cups reversed is, to me, is a relationship or situation that in the beginning was romantic and like unbelievably adventurous and fun and like was everything we thought we wanted. And when it comes this way, it's like not turning out to be that way. Like, the relationship is not turning out to be what we thought it was. And this Knight of Cups can also represent somebody who's very moody or jealous or, you know, overly emotional or can't control their emotions, and isn't aware of how it affects those around him, you know. So what I'm seeing here with the other cards is that there is some sort of dissatisfaction with, you know, your emotional connection and wanting this Ten of Cups, and it's not turning out to be what you envisioned or what you had thought, or maybe you feel deceived, like, you know, you thought that this person wanted all that, but it turns out they don't. It's not in alignment with them, and maybe they don't really care. Maybe they just are like, you know, being selfish about it, and you're not really sure. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from this. So let's check out these Earth Magic cards, because when I pulled this for this reading, these both came out together. So that's pretty interesting to me. I love the Cave Sanctuary card because it's all about creating a sanctuary for yourself. But let's read, the Island card came out and then the Cave just flipped out right after it. So let me open the book and read that to you. Okay. Island Solitude. The solitary tree on this island, surrounded by the grassy sea, can evoke different feelings depending on one's perception and beliefs. The tree, which is in full blossom, stands out amid the relative starkness and is illuminated by a beam of light emerging from the otherwise dark sky. It's an elegant reminder of how even in what might appear to be relatively barren circumstances, there is still beauty and growth. Although an island like this can be a metaphor for isolation and desolation, the thriving tree proves that even in the harshest of environments, there's life. We can see the tree's spider-like roots spreading out along the rocks, seeking nourishment from the moist soil. The sense of peace and solitude depicted in this image provides nourishment for the soul. You need to take some time for solitude, preferably in silence. Spend the morning, afternoon, or even the entire day by yourself, completely unplanned and unstructured. The bombardment of your senses by the noise and intensity of society leaves you on alert far more than is necessary. The vibration of millions of people's worries and fear throughout the world can impinge upon you and greatly affect you if you do not honor your need to pull back from time to time. When you have passed through any self-constructed barriers to enjoying the quiet peace of solitude, it will serve you best if you simply observe the thoughts and emotions that pass through you, especially those that cause shortness of breath or a quickening heartbeat. Remember that isolation is experienced not by choice, but out of fear. When you decide to spend time with yourself in solitude, however, you are choosing to once again find and connect with who you really are. Okay, you guys, so solitude is calling to you, and this could be you right now. The truth is that you could be a little bit moody and not, maybe overreacting emotionally, or, I don't know. But you want this 10 of Cups. You want this solid, beautiful, satisfying, and fulfilling foundation, right? And you deserve this. So I love that you're watching this. If this is you, and if this is someone in your life, then, either way, I love that you're here, because the truth is none of us are perfect. And I have mad respect for people who choose personal growth. So, because the only reason I can do the tarot the way I can is because I've already been through all of this. So I figure I need to start sharing so that others can learn from, what I've learned, and so we don't have to keep repeating the same mistakes. So that's why I'm bringing the truth. I think that's what we all need. I appreciate the truth. So let's read Cave Sanctuary, because I'm pretty sure this card is all about really creating your own sanctuary, So okay. Cave Sanctuary. As the sun sets, the crescent of the new moon appears in the distance as this ancestral human creates his art, painting on the walls of the cave with colors drawn from earth's substances. The fire warms him, the cave shelters him, and provides a refuge from the rest of the world. With its womb-like structure, it not only offers sanctuary, but also serves as a temple that houses his creative spirit, which eventually gives birth in the physical form of his artwork. Note how absorbed he is in the process. He no doubt has prepared for this creative ceremony by getting the fire going, mixing the colors, and gathering his sacred objects. He's painting an image of a sacred spiral, one of the most ancient symbols ever discovered. It's been depicted in artwork found in a variety of cultures and occurs frequently in nature in exquisite mathematical proportions, such as in the shape of a nautilus shell. It also shows up in burial sites around the world, representing the endless spiral of life, death, rebirth, the grand and complex mystery so elegantly portrayed in a simple circular pattern. There is a quiet, still place inside of you that will always be available as a sanctuary, yet finding such a space in the natural world will enhance and complement this internal place of peace. Whether it is a cave, meadow, forest, seashore, or any other setting in nature, this is where you can see, hear, and feel the presence of the Creator in your surroundings. Let it become a temple for your heart and soul. Rather than having your computer, television, or any other human-made device or activity be your sanctuary, allow yourself to discover the perfect place in nature where you can simply be and breathe. Doing so bridges the connection between the internal and external, facilitating a spiritual communion that allows your being to be aligned in dramatic and quiet reverie with all that is. In today's busy world, it becomes even more critical to set aside time for sanctuary, even if you have to schedule it. Right? Oh my goodness, you guys. I totally get this, and I'm a Gemini, so I have had to discipline myself because I do get very addicted to my electronics or my communication things or creating and doing all this, a million things at once. It sounds to me like there is just a ton going on, and you are probably super generous with your time and energy. and your cuppeth is empty, and you need to fill up your cup. You need to fill up your cup so that you can get back in your romantic, creative, inspiring self, you know, not rushing along, but just taking your time and doing your thing, and, you know, not afraid to show your emotions, you know, because you're in a positive place. Like, it's time for you to fill up your cup is what I'm gathering from this. And, you know, tune back into your spirit. This is like this is the romantic night of the deck, you know. He's very romantic, and he's got an offering of love, and, you know, he's creative, he's inspired by love, and, you know, you want this 10 of Cups. So what do you desire is the question, right? What do you desire? Let's read this. I don't know if this is, I don't know, it's just what I'm feeling, so let me know. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. This card comes to you because you've been waiting for external signs of what you should do next. The angels say that the answer comes from inside of you. You must decide what you want. Okay. Oops. Hold on here, you guys. What you want before anything can change. Carve out time to meditate upon your true heart's desires and know that you deserve the best, as we all do. Use affirmations and positive visualizations to manifest what you desire. Clarify, release guilt or fear regarding asking for what you want. Okay, so what do you desire? You know, your spirit's telling you to take some time out for yourself, really tune into your heart, your soul. What is going to fulfill your heart? Doesn't matter what anyone else wants. This is not their life. This is your path. This is your life. What is it that fulfills your heart and spirit? That is what you need to tune into and follow. And if it doesn't resonate with anyone, that's okay. It's not their path. So let's read to you the Ascended Masters, because you've got flow of prosperity, Lakshmi. You know, you've got a flow of prosperity coming your way, or you got this energy, baby, whatever it is. This card indicates that your prayers about finances have been heard and answered. Tap into your manifestation power by focusing on abundance instead of worrying about money. You have nothing to fear. A new flow of prosperity is supporting you and your loved ones. Stop worrying about money. Worries only attract money problems. Everything's going to be okay, especially with respect to finances. You have the support to make a desired life change right now. Visualize and affirm prosperity. Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of prosperity who helps us overcome financial fears and tap into the river of abundance that's available to everyone. It's helpful to put a statue or painting of Lakshmi in the financial corner according to feng shui principles. This is the left rear corner of your home or office as you stand looking inward from the front door. Call upon Lakshmi to help transmute money worries into financial flow. So maybe your spirit, you know, focus on Lakshmi, or get yourself a little Lakshmi, or put up a little picture of it somewhere where you can remind yourself that as you tune into your heart's true desires, okay, as you really get clear and focused about what it is you truly desire, you're raising your vibration into that frequency. And I mean, this is all emotional fulfillment. It's like the highest vibration, okay? All of this, to me, actually, when I first started out, I was thinking, oh, but you know what? This is a beautiful reading. Like, I just want to pick up all the cards and say, you know what? Follow your heart. Follow your heart, you know? Your time and energy is so valuable, and you give so much of it away to things that are not fulfilling your heart. And that's understandable, because you are a loving being, but you've got to love yourself and know that if your cup is empty, you can't fill anyone else's cup. You've got to fill up your cup to overflowing so that it just bubbles out and pours out, and it's effortless to give, okay? So I love this. I think it's amazing. Just stay strong, believe in who you are, keep going, you're on the right path, and that's the truth. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you resonated and you haven't subscribed, I would be honored if you did. I'm being guided to share more messages, so as they come, and I'm just so grateful. I'm blown away to be here, and I'm loving it. So thank you again for your time, your energy, and follow your heart. Go fulfill your wishes, because they're all here for you, and all that prosperity. Okay, thank you so much. We're gonna move on to number 3. Lots of love to you. You guys, so for those of you that chose group number 3, let's see what truth, see what the truth is. Oh, we got the Fool card. That is a fantastic card. Okay, we've got the 5 of Wands, and this is actually pretty darn good, you guys. I'm liking the truth that's being shown. Ocean, ebb and flow. Life purpose from the angels. That's pretty awesome. And you are seeing this situation accurately. Trust your intuition. You got this. Whatever it is you're seeing, I'm seeing it for you too, right here in the cards. There's a new beginning going on, and a little bit of tension and conflict happening with maybe people or situations around you that don't agree with this new path you're moving on to, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Let me tune in here for just a moment so I can really feel into what's going on here with you guys. So maybe I'll just start with the Fool here. So the Fool is, taking a leap of faith. It's all about new beginnings. It's a new beginning with unlimited potential, right? The Fool is like a 0. It doesn't even really have a place in the tarot deck. It's like the beginning of the deck, It's the hero's journey, basically. The Fool represents the hero's journey, and he's looking upwards towards the sky, towards spirit. He's about to jump off a cliff. He is going for it, and it's this card of potential, ultimate potential, the highest potential for your life. It's like reaching a state of renewal and new beginnings, where each day's an adventure, and you just can't wait to live every moment to the fullest, right? And it's beginning of creativity. It's a beginning of like a desire to accomplish something new. Anything can happen, right? There's a choice to be made also. It can represent a choice that needs to be made. That's really important for your path, and there's always a lot of different options available. When you're the Fool, it's like unlimited ultimate potential, the unknown, anything can happen, right? So it's about making your choices wisely. It's funny with the Fool, but it's about making choices wisely, but not out of fear. It's out of love. It's out of your connection to your spirit, of walking the path of unconditional love, of choosing to follow your intuition, your guidance, knowing you have a purpose here, knowing you have a mission, and trusting spirit, taking the leap of faith that all of these intuitive nudges you've been receiving are in fact calling you forward, and you have no idea what it's going to look like, but you're going to take this leap of faith because you're tired of all the conflict, all the fighting, all the drama, all the tension, people seeing things from their own points of view, and they don't really seem to hear or care about your point of view or your opinion. And the 5 of Wands is all about conflict, but it's also about change. It's about different perspectives and different beliefs, all merging together, and nobody's really like hurting each other. You know, there's like, these are wands and there's, you know, leaves sprouting. So there's like new ideas and growth coming from this tension and conflict. It's helping you see what you don't want. You know what you want. So you're like, I'm going for it, right? That's what I'm getting from this. This Spirit's saying to you, the truth is, this new path that you feel called to, like, it's time to take this leap of faith. That's the truth. The truth is that sometimes, all times, we have to trust what our gut is telling us, our intuition, and take a leap of faith if it feels like it's the direction that our spirit is calling us to take. It's the hero's journey. It's about ultimate trust and faith in who you are and your own intuition. Like, do you really trust yourself to jump off that cliff? Like, it's a test, basically. Like, do you really trust yourself? Like, because it's about not listening. It's about not being swayed by the perspectives and opinions and beliefs of others. I mean, you can respect their beliefs, you can respect their path without fighting with them. Once you know exactly that your intuition is spot on and you're going to follow it, because you don't need to fight with anybody or defend yourself. It just is what it is, right? Okay, guys, ocean, ebb and flow. I'm just giving you the truth like I see it here. So take what resonates and leave the rest. The ebb and flow of life is never more clearly represented than in ocean's movements. The tides of these great bodies of water rise and fall in regular rhythms, and the waves continue to roll to the shores in endless and varied patterns, just as they have been doing for millions of years, and will continue to do so for millions more. These tides and waves maintain a relative predictability, unless other unforeseeable forces of nature intervene, which have been known to happen. Hurricanes and earthquakes, for instance, can have a dramatic effect on the characteristics of both the tides and the waves. The oceans cover 70% of the earth, and the human body averages a composition of 70% water. The dynamic gravitational interaction of the sun and moon that moves these massive bodies of water and creates the shifting tides also affects our human bodies in ways that we respond to instinctually, often having a great deal more influence over our moods and emotional states than we're aware of. An important aspect in the art of living is to move with the ebb and flow of your emotions, joining their fluidity but not being captured by it. It is also not necessary to become obsessed with any particular fluctuation in mood or feeling. They are simply emotions, often activated in ways that are completely beyond your understanding. When you neither minimize nor exaggerate the intensity and importance of your emotions, you then have a greater sense of when and how to express them. You have been fighting the ebb and flow of your own feelings, denying your hurt, anger, or sorrow, by either attaching yourself to one or the other and nurturing it as if it were a nursing child, or else smoothing over your feelings with more practiced responses that deny and hide what is going on beneath the surface of your expression. When you attempt to constrict yourself from experiencing your emotions, it is much like trying to stem the tides that grow even more forceful with every attempt humans make to control them. Allow yourself to swim with these variations rather than resisting them. Okay, so, really choosing to turn your focus to love, the path that you're creating, detaching from the drama, detaching from the emotional reaction attached to the situation, because emotions are simply a result of experiences that we've had with others, and they're not necessarily who we really are. Our spirit in its natural state is unconditional love. It's joy, it's happy, it's content, it's celebrating, it's exploring, it's discovering. It's in a state of openness and receptivity to the universe. It loves. So whenever we're not in that state and we're feeding those emotions that keep us in that lower vibration, it's really hard to see our path. It makes everything so challenging. So once you become aware of who you really are, the path ahead seems clear to you. Even if others are opposing you, it's okay. Just allow yourself to disconnect emotionally from it, not take it personal, because it's not about you. You know, they have their own path, their own journey to travel on, and you may not understand it, but it's okay. You know, just let go of the judgments and taking things personal. Know what's best for you moving forward. You know, have faith, trust yourself, and just realize that there's always going to be people that don't agree with things the way you see them, and it's okay, you know, because you've got bigger and better things to worry about. You got your life purpose here to focus on. So this is amazing. Let me read this to you guys from the angels, and I've lost the book, of course. Life purpose. You're an empowered being, you know. Your energy is far too precious to spend any more time, you know, trying to convince others or live a life path that's not meant for you or has served its purpose, you know. It's helping you. This conflict and tension is part of your life purpose. You know, it's helping you see things that you would not have seen if you hadn't been faced with all of that. So the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. This card comes as a reminder that you needn't struggle to find your life purpose. Don't worry about how to make good money in a meaningful career. Don't concern yourself with quitting or starting jobs or professions. Instead, follow the path of your natural desires, talents, and passions with the full intention of bringing joy to yourself and others. Your life purpose doesn't need to be defined or pinpointed. It's a process, not a category. Give all worries about money or career to God and the angels. You're on the right path toward your life's purpose. Focus on one step at a time with respect to your life's purpose, and release fears about the future to the angels. What you're doing right now is part of your life's purpose. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever's going on is part of your path. You know, you're learning something valuable that is going to serve you in the future. And, you know, to be the fool and to be open to unlimited possibility and opportunity, and knowing that, you know, it's all for your highest good and it's all coming your way. To keep that mindset of, you know, that everything on your path that's laid out before you is serving you, is for you, and you are about to embark on your mission, your purpose, and the sun is shining, and you've got everything you need. You even have a sweet companion friend who's going to help keep you safe, and, you know, a friend to hang out with as you take this leap of faith. You've overcome so many challenges and obstacles. You know, it's time to be innocent again and, you know, embark in your full spirit, right? You're seeing the situation accurately. This is so beautiful. I'm going to read this to you too. So the truth is, you are seeing this situation accurately, even though everyone else around you doesn't see it that way, is what I'm gathering from this last card. Trust your feelings. Oh my goodness. Trust your feelings about this situation because they are accurate and valid. Let go of self-doubt, even in the face of others' opinions. Your spiritual sensitivity has helped you see the truth. Although it may be easier to go along with the crowd or to shrink into apathy, you're called upon to take decisive action. You already know what to do, even if people aren't supporting you. Know that Spirit is. Other people will soon come around to your point of view. In the meantime, assume a leadership role. Trust your intuition and gut feelings. Ignore critics, naysayers, or skeptics. Avoid situations or relationships that don't feel right to you. Only you know what is correct for you. Holy moly, you guys. I mean, you just cannot make this stuff up. So the truth of your inquiry is that your feelings about this situation are absolutely 100% accurate and valid. Your intuition is spot on for whoever this is. Trust it and keep trusting it. You know, you can't go wrong now. I mean, it is spot freaking on. So Spirit's got your back. And the naysayers, the haters are gonna hate, you know. Players gonna play, haters gonna hate, lovers gonna love. I'm a lover. I love, you know, I don't have time for the hating anymore, and neither do you. You're like, it's time to live life and have fun, and I know that I'm here to do something special, and it's time to get going. You know, you've experienced the ebb and flow, so now you've got some wisdom. You know, you're ready to start. You know, it's, you know, it's like starting over, kind of, where you know you don't need much, but you got everything you need within you, right? So awesome, awesome. I'm feeling happy for you. Like, I feel strong. This reading gave me like some really strong energy. I feel like ready, you know, like I'm strong, I'm ready, like let's do it. So congratulations, and I'm wishing you tons of love on this path, your life purpose, and I'm grateful you're here. I'm grateful you're here, and I walk with you. I'm right with you in the ebb and flow, so you're not alone, and I'm sending you tons of love and strength. Keep going, keep trucking. Thank you so much. Definitely would love to have you subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to keep putting these messages out. I hope it resonated with you. I am so grateful to be a messenger for you, and just so grateful from everyone who's here, your time, your energy, tuning in, and I'd love to hear your feedback, your comments, and if you have any questions, you know, I'm open to those as well. So thank you again. We're going to move on to number 4, and I wish you lots of love. All right, you guys. So for those of you who chose group number 4, let's see what the truth of this matter is all about. 6 of Wands reversed. The Magician. Milky Way perspective from Earth Magic. And the angels send you creative project. Okay. And detach from drama. Okay. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to tune in for you with the truth. Just the truth. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that, where do I want to start? I think what I'm going to do is start with the truth. Okay. Well, this is both of these is the truth, obviously, but I'm going to start with the 6 of Wands here. Because the 6 of Wands might have you feeling like you're doubting your abilities, maybe doubting your potential for success, okay? But the Magician is like, no, you got everything you need inside of you. You've got not only inside of you, but outside of you. You've got it all, okay? You're the Magician. But from what I'm gathering from this reading is that, you know, there is this feeling that you're not being recognized for your hard work or your creative projects or adventures that you started out weren't as successful as you would hope they would be, or maybe you're not receiving the recognition that you feel you deserve, or maybe things are just not panning out the way you want. And I'm saying creative project here because I see this card from the angels. So the Magician is beautiful energy, because the truth is that you are someone who creates. You are someone who came here to create something very beautiful, and you are going to be very successful in a creative project, a creative venture, a business venture, whatever it is that you are wanting to begin. And the number 1 is new beginnings. So maybe you have something beginning in your mind that you want to start, but you're feeling a little bit hesitant because of past failures, or what you perceive as failures, because in reality and truth there are no failures in life. there are only, lessons and growth and learning and wisdom. It's all about our perspective. We can see the glass is half full or half empty. We can say, I lost everything, or you can't lose anything that's truly meant to be yours. If it's there is not one successful person on this earth that hasn't failed. Like, if people aren't failing, if people aren't making mistakes, they're not learning and they're not growing. They're not becoming better people. There's no such thing as perfect or perfection. Like, it doesn't exist. So you are perfect just as you are when you embrace the fact that everything you need to create what you want is already within you. You have everything. You have all the elements. You have spirit. You have matter. You have eternity. You have fire, passion. You have it all right here within you. And the magician is a new beginning. The magician is power and skill and concentration and focusing. So when the magician energy is with you, it's all about focusing and concentrating on what it is that you really want to create, and get busy alchemizing it all together. Take all the things that you've learned, all the wisdom, all the mistakes, all the so-called failures that you've been through, and start using them to merge them together into something new. Because the magician only appears when you have that creative energy already existent in your life. Like, the magician doesn't come unless you possess this energy within you. So whatever fears you have, whatever has gone on in the past, just let it go and let it serve you. Let it serve you. Let that energy serve you, and use it to alchemize this new path that you're on. Because that's just what I'm feeling from this. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. But you have a lot of skills. You have a lot of experience. And with the magician, everything is successful. Everything is successful. So I would say tune into your creative self, your magician. And let's read this Milky Way perspective card from Earth Magic. This is perfect, you guys. Yeah, that's just what I'm feeling from this. And it's natural to feel that way and to be hesitant to start something new, especially if we've experienced, things not turning out the way we had hoped. But you've got to believe and trust in yourself. The truth is, you've got to believe in yourself. You've got to choose to see through the eyes of love. And, it's just like my children when they say they can't do something or they've fallen down so many times. I say, just get back up. Eventually you're going to, it's not going to happen anymore. So you just got to get back up. My mom, get back up on that horse, and you fall off. So the truth is, maybe that's what you need to hear. And just, let's read this here. I say that with all love because I believe in you. And I know everyone just needs the truth. And we need to hear that we are powerful and we are strong and we can get back up. It's the ones that tell us we can't get back up that we need to be wary of. It's the energy that feeds the failure that we need to be wary of. So you're definitely on the right path. Let's read this. The Milky Way is said to be one of billions of galaxies in the observable universe. It contains between 200 to 400 billion stars, the one most familiar to us being the Sun. The oldest star in our galaxy is 13.2 billion years old, said to be nearly as old as the universe itself. And the Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. Distances are measured in light years, and the Milky Way galaxy is believed to be 100,000 light years in diameter. The enormity and vastness stagger the mind and challenge the imagination, yet it also gives us some notion of where we fit in all of this. Considered from the perspective, our usual frame of reference is put to the task. We're faced with the choice of abandoning our myopic vision in favor of seeing and accepting the bigger picture. Or we can just allow ourselves to be overwhelmed by a sense of smallness and helplessness. Yet know that we're composed of material from those very stars that inhabit the Milky Way. Thus, we're connected to Earth and the entire universe at all times, in life and in death. You have lost your perspective, so it is time to step back, breathe, and allow yourself to detach in order to gather information from your senses and regain your perspective about the situation. Detachment does not mean that you no longer care. It simply indicates that you are looking at things from a different point of view. It is an outlook that is not clouded by emotions, judgment, or attachment to outcome, but instead maintains a non-reactive awareness of these things. The witness, that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life, offers his or her eyes here. Through these lenses of pure awareness, you can examine all aspects of your experiences, physical, emotional, and mental, without denying anything. By doing so, you will come to understand a greater perspective than is typically justified by the ego, which allows you to see what is before you with clear vision and an open mind. Wow. So, yeah, the truth is, this is your higher self telling you to really get in tune with your perspective, what's truly authentic for you, what's truly in alignment for you. What filter are you looking through? What eyes are you looking through, you know? Becoming the observer is truly so powerful. It is so powerful. Let's read these other two cards here too, because I see detach from drama. Maybe we'll read this one next. Let's do detach from drama, because, you know, it's when there are relationships involved or dramatic things happening, it distracts us from focusing on, you know, our own perspective, and things get a little bit confusing. So you've been drawn into the upsetting world of human egos by focusing upon a drama. Although it's nothing more than a story, the drama feels frightening to you. This card comes to you as a helping hand in finding your way out of the story by detaching from the drama. Don't get pulled into the various plots, twists, turns, and characters of the drama. Instead, view it as a movie that you know will have a happy or at least resolved ending. Of course, you'll have compassion for everyone involved, yet you don't have to let drama pull you down in any way. As you focus upon the positive, you bring about a positive resolution. Let go of attempts to make everyone happy. Allow others to make their own choices in life. Don't delay your life's purpose by focusing upon other people's issues. Avoid gossiping about or judging others. Pallas Athena is the Grecian goddess of wisdom who became the patroness of Athens in a contest with the ocean god Poseidon. The term Pallas is one often given to Greek deities, and her more common name is simply Athena. She's a war goddess who uses wisdom instead of weapons to win conflicts. Call upon Pallas Athena for help with any conflict or any situation calling for wisdom. So really tune into your inner wisdom here. You know, really get clear about what your perspective is, so that whatever project you have going on here, this creative project, can really take off, because this is where your focus needs to be right now. Let's read this. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion toward your life. And I didn't open up to the book here. This card says that you need more avenues for creative expression. The angels are guiding you to look for such outlets at work and at home. For example, write, play, music, make crafts, paint, sew, or redecorate. It doesn't matter whether your artistry is market ready. What's important is that you allow your inner artist to enjoy freedom of expression. Work on a meaningful project that you've been procrastinating about. Enroll in a creative class such as photography or dance. Your life purpose and a meaningful career will come to you through creative ways that are unimaginable right now. So don't worry about how or what your life purpose is. Just follow the path before you. So yeah, I'm really feeling that, you know, whatever's gone on with not feeling successful, to let that go, to use it to your advantage, to strengthen your skills, really focus and embody. The Magician's a beautiful omen, you know. It's saying success, and you've got everything, you've got it all. You know, shifting your perspective and detaching from the drama is going to help you create whatever it is you want to create, even if it's just for yourself, you know. But your creative expression is your spirit. So the more you can tune into that, the more you will become clear, and anything you can do to create. You know, I'm a photographer, I'm an artist, I love gardening, I love plants. So, you know, I have a way to tune in any environment. You know, I don't make excuses anymore. Like, just, you deserve and are worthy of expressing. Like, your gifts, your light, your expression is unique, one of a kind. Nobody else here on this earth has what you have. So the truth of the matter is, you are amazing, you are creative, and the drama, the jealousy, the failures, whatever's going on, the doubting of yourself, let that go, you know, and believe in yourself, and know that you have everything you need within you to create, to live, to express, to do whatever it is you came here to do. So I hope that resonated with you, and I'm sending you all my love, because the truth is, you are love and you are creation. And so I just encourage you to keep reminding yourself of that, and choose to create, choose to love, trust yourself. Okay, so thank you for being here. I would love to have you subscribe if you haven't, and I'm honored, I'm grateful to share these messages, to be a messenger for whomever they need to reach. I'd love to hear your feedback, and just let me know how I'm doing, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for your time and energy. Lots of love. Crystal Lynn, peace out.